Hey everybody, I'm Benjamin, aka The Terrible Australian of supermarcy.com, and this is my video review of the of the drama Boychoir. So let's get right into it. You probably have never actually. I bet a lot of you out there are probably surprised that you've never actually have heard of this film. I actually didn't even heard of this film myself until recently, but I thought this film has a pretty solid cast, and so I thought okay maybe and. So I figured, yeah, I'll go check it out. And after watching this film, I will say though, it's not a particularly great movie by any means. It's okay, but I thought it was a pretty solid and watchable film nonetheless. It is one of those kind of films. The plot of this film is something that you've kind of, seen many times before and all that, and it is a bit formulaic and predictable. So you kind of know exactly where the story is going to go. But for the most part, like I said, it is solid. I was reasonably engaged by it from beginning to end, and I did I'm not going to say that all the casts give their best work ever in this film, but I thought everyone still gave a pretty strong performance as well. I mean, you got Dustin Hoffman, Kathy Bates, Debra Winger, Josh Lucas, Eddie Izzard, Kevin McHale from Glee. Who also give really solid work in this film and they do pretty well in their roles. But of course, but I think what sort of the standout performance to me, and pretty much really the heart of this film, is newcomer Garrett Wareing. He's our film's lead, and I thought he did a really solid job. I think this is his first film. I haven't seen him in anything else. But I was pretty impressed by his performance. He has, a lot on his shoulders with a film like this because he has to carry the film, but also for the fact that he also has to, since this film's about boy choirs, he has to sing as well. Now I don't know whether he actually did the singing himself or if it what or if he lip sync to somebody else's singing. I'm not quite 100% sure. I should have done a bit more research on that before I did this video review. But if it is lip syncing, he does a really solid job at making it look convincing. If it's not lip syncing, he does a really phenomenal job with his singing in this film. And also, the sort of choir scenes are actually extremely well done and quite well handled. And the music is just absolutely beautiful, and everyone acquits themselves extremely well. But again, with Garrett Wareing, he is sort of our central character. He's our sort of, anchor to this film. And I did feel a lot for his character during the course of this film. And he goes through so much in this film. And I thought that Garrett sort of did a really good job at sort of conveying what his character struggles during the course of this film, and him wanting to try to do better with himself and to prove to people that he has what it takes to sing in the choir and not, to feel like he's disadvantaged or in any way, or he's, underprivileged and all that. And I think the film does a good job. Like the film's director, Francois Girard, he does a really good job at sort of, getting us to root for this character. And the character in the film that Garrett Wareing plays, his name is Stet. So Francois Girard does a really good job at sort of getting us on the side of the character as Stet and sort of seeing, and that from beginning to end we sort of root for him. So in that regard, the film is quite successful. And also Francois Girard's direction, I thought, was pretty solid. It's not particularly amazing, but it was pretty solid as well. It could have easily have been on the verge of, say, like a TV film, but luckily Girard sort of makes it, sort of gives it a nice sort of visual look so that it doesn't go too much into that sort of TV look direction. So give him props for that. And also the script's pretty solid, not amazing, but pretty solid nonetheless. And also of the main cast, Dustin Hoffman brings is great as usual, and he brings a lot of gravitas to his role. And I also really enjoyed Kathy Bates, Eddie Izzard, and performances as well, and also Kevin McHale, from who I recognise from the TV show Glee as sort of the very supportive teacher of Stet's, and also Josh Lucas plays his absent father in the film as well. And I thought, like, that sort of relationship is kind of cliched, and I kind of wish Josh Lucas was given a bit more to do, or at least a bit more interaction between his character with Garrett Wareing, because I thought that was like, even though, yeah, it's cliche, but I did find that sort of subplot rather compelling nonetheless. And yeah, that's pretty much really all I have to say about it. Like I said, in terms of negatives, it's an okay film. It's definitely not a film I would say, you know, you run out to go see at the cinema. It's more definitely like one to check out at home on DVD, but you know, it's a pretty solid and reasonably engaging little film. Like, again, it's not particularly great by any means. Like, it could have been better. It could have, you know, not been too sort of predictable or formulaic. But, you know, it's fine. It's okay. And, you know, but what makes it work, of course, is definitely the performances of the cast, which I believe sort of made me more invested with the film overall. So if I had to give this film a rating, I'd give it a solid 3 stars. Like I said, it's not... I'd say it's if you're interested in checking it out, definitely wait till it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, because it's not really one you sort of have to rush out to the cinemas to see, but it's a pretty good one to check out, a pretty solid one to check out at home. So, yep, that's my video review of Boychoir. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all later. See everyone. Bye.